Hey guys, so this is the video I said I'd have up for you for tonight. The main thing about this video in Scratch is going to be the movement and the right way and the wrong way. Although the wrong way still works, as we discovered, just not very well. So this is how I prefer you folks to do movement for your sprites. And let's take a look quickly at the code I've used. So for my spaceship sprite in this example, which is from an old game called Dodge the Butterfly, although there's no dodging and there's no butterflies, in this game my little spaceship has to shoot a ball at the flying hippo. But for his movement, you can copy and use it in your games and animated movies as well. So I've got my left, right, up, down, so that means 4 commands, 4 boxes of code. Each one begins with a when clicked command on the green flag. Then we've got a forever command inside that for all of them. We've got an if command inside that. And inside the if command, we've got under sensing. Where is our key arrow? There we go. Key space pressed. Change that to your left, right, up or down. And then simply use the corresponding X or Y. So for right and left, remember that's X axis, so plus 10, minus 10. And for up and down, that's plus Y and minus Y. And this works a lot better than the first way we employed, because if you folks remember on the first one, after we moved a bit, our character wouldn't move anymore and they became stuck. So this is far more reliable. The other thing I wanted to talk about quickly is gravity and collision. So let's go over to a different example. Now we don't really want to save, so I'm just going to go to my stuff. Wow, that's taking a while, so we'll just go Scratch. Let's go to my stuff. Let's see if that goes a bit. Now it decides to load. Okay, never mind. So this is for collision. Let me show you how I got there. So you folks wanted to know about gravity and collision. So here are both examples wrapped up in one. So I've got Scratch here. I've put him in the air. I've made sure that the code always tells him to go there, just so that I can see him drop each time. And the code to actually making him fall requires, and collision requires a separate thing. So here you can see I've just built a simple black rectangle, not using landscape, but using sprite paint option. And I've simply given the black rectangle one tiny bit of code where to go at the start of a game, and that's at the bottom middle. Okay, so that's all he's got. And I've given him the name ground, which makes it easier to find when I link up with him using Scratch. So on Scratch's side, I've got a when clicked, I've got a forever command, I've got a if then command inside that, and going to operators, I've got a not command, which you can find. There we go. There's our not command. Why do I have a not command? Well, under sensing, I used the top one, the touching mouse pointer that we used during Frogger. But in this case, we're going to put it inside the hexagon for not ground. In other words, if I'm not touching ground, keep falling. So I go to motion and I say change Y by, say, minus 10. So where's change Y by minus 10? And that tells our character if we are not touching the ground. Where did I get the word ground from? I just named my little rectangle ground, and that's why it pops up here. If not touching ground, change y by -10. In other words, fall. Let's test it. So that's not only gravity taken care of, but it's also collisions taken care of. All right. And this, again, this piece of separate code is just to make Scratch appear where he should be at the start of every test. Easy peasy. And that is where I'll end it today. Don't forget to think about your upcoming games that you'd like to try build. All right, I'd love to hear about them tomorrow. Cheers, folks, and have fun.